the AC. Hot takes.
Lights, camera, and action is large. Eagles get flattened the door to this debate why I hate and get irate. We rate and irritate. Your game is on my plate. The fans anticipate. Of course, we give them great.
Gonna turn up the AC. Got the temperature rating. The latest, hottest takes. No bias for ratings. We coming with straight heat. That's why it's amazing. Go ahead and share the link if you feeling what they think.
Pulling daggers like Katie. Launching missiles like Brady. Hot takes on the daily. Outcome is amazing.
Only kick with the IC. Analytics unlikely. No matter what they speak, hot takes turn up AC. Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. All social media information will be posted in the description below. We ask that you please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe while you're at it so you can be notified when the latest content is available. So there's been a ton of talk around the NBA. Trade deadline's approaching fast. It'll be here on February 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific time. And clearly I want to get to talking about what matters to Laker fans, and most fans around the NBA are paying attention to this potential trade very closely. And obviously it has to deal with Anthony Davis. Before we get into this, Anthony Davis got career averages of 24 points, 10.6 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.4 steals, and 2.4 blocks. So he's filling up the stat sheet. And at, 7 feet tall, 6'10", whatever he is, I mean, that's what you expect from him. Anthony Davis is easily one of the 5. In my opinion, he's one of the 5 best players in the world in the NBA. Where you put him on that list, I don't know, but I think you have to put him in the top 5 based on his talent, the length, size, and all the things he can do on the court. He's something special, and that's for sure. Now, the question comes up, is he worth the entire young core that the Lakers have built through the past couple years? Now, before we get to answering that question, I just wanted to put the first trade offer at the Lakers. It was reported the Lakers offered Lonzo, Kyle Kuzma, Rondo, Michael Beasley, and a first-round pick for Anthony Davis. Now, obviously, that package is not enough to get the job done because, first of all, if I'm New Orleans, I don't take Michael Beasley, Rondo, back in the trade. Like, if I'm New Orleans, I want Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, Zubac, and a first-round pick. And if we ain't starting with that package initially, if I'm New Orleans, I don't even entertain the offer at all. Because if I'm New Orleans, I even try to pull Josh Hart in the trade. Because if you're New Orleans, you might as well get all you can get. I mean, Anthony Davis wants to bounce anyways. But it's not in their best interest to make the trade before the trade deadline. That's why I don't see it happening. And that's why I waited, a few days to do this little, clip about what my thoughts about the potential trade. But I'm going to get back to the original question that I asked. Is Anthony Davis worth the entire core? I don't think that's such a clear-cut yes, no answer. Now, obviously, if the Lakers pull the trade off and we have Anthony Davis and we lose majority of our core, yeah, it's going to suck to lose those young players, but I mean, I think everyone in Laker Nation would be happy to acquire a top 5 player in the league. And he's only 25 years old. He'll be 26 in March. And Anthony Davis next to LeBron. Now, that's not enough to beat the Warriors this year, obviously. But it gets us closer. And if you think the Lakers pull off Anthony Davis, we already have LeBron James. We got them 2 players. You're a fool if you don't think we're going to sign a third star during the offseason. Somebody is going to want to play with that, with AD and LeBron. And if I had my hope and, my one pick, who it would be over anybody, I want, excuse me, I want Klay Thompson. And I'm just going to be real. Like, I want Klay Thompson because not only I am very high on Klay Thompson, I think he's a top 10 player in the league. And if he gets away from Golden State, he'll be able to show that. But not only do I want him because he have a great talent he is, but him leaving Golden State really hurts them. And there's questions if Kevin Durant is going to come back next season to play for Golden State. And as of February 4th, the reports have emerged that the Lakers have increased their offer for Anthony Davis. They offered Lonzo, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Michael Beasley, Rondo, and Lance Stevenson for Anthony Davis and potentially taking back a contract as well. So I believe that'd be like Solomon Hill. If he's the one, then we're taking back like $13 million for next year. Look, I get we want to land Anthony Davis. He's a great player, but I think that's way too much. We're giving away 6 players. Look, I get 3 of them are on one-year deals and 3 of them are unproven young players. But if you look at it logically, we give away 6 players for 1 player getting back that we really want. And I get it, he's the top 5 player. But we're depleting our roster. We have 0 point guards at that point. A lot of you are going to say, LeBron can play point. Yes, I get it. But why do you want LeBron playing point for a whole season when he can play off the ball at times if we have point guards to make his life easier? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really think this trade is going to go down before, the trade deadline, which is Thursday. But do I believe we should continue to pursue this Anthony Davis trade? Absolutely, because he's a game changer if we can pull it off. But I just think Magic and Rob Pelinka need to be smart about how they do this. I would say you got to try to keep 1, maybe 2 of the core of the young players, whether that be Josh Hart and Kuzma, Lonzo and Kuzma. Actually, I take that back. Lonzo and Kuzma, there's 0 chance you keep them both. It's just my opinion. I don't think there's any way. I think you have to keep like a Josh Hart and 1 of the 3 out of either Ingram, Kuzma, Lonzo. Because I think 2 of them are gone for sure in this trade. But if New Orleans isn't careful, by the time other teams come into the mix, it could be a completely different field out there for potential packages for Anthony Davis. And it could ultimately put the leverage back, to the Lakers at that point. But we'll see. It's all speculation right now. Every day there's some new report coming out talking about Anthony Davis only wants to play for the Lakers. And now today, February 4th, more reports have come out that he would re-sign with the Knicks, the Lakers, the Clippers, and there was one other team. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But there was like 4 teams that apparently now he's willing to re-sign with. So, I mean, we'll see, man. It's a lot of speculation right now. But, what do you guys think? Everyone who's listening, what do you think? Do you think the Lakers should say, screw it and just trade the entire core, up to 5 or 6 players and a pick for Anthony Davis? Or do you think we should try to keep a player or 2 and see what happens if they don't, the trade don't go down before Thursday, and see what happens in the summer? Because there's a lot that's going to go on this summer. And who's to say, like a lot of people think Boston has the best package. Who's to say Boston's willing to give up Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown in a trade for Anthony Davis? There's no guarantee they're willing to do that. Yeah, I know they have a ton of draft picks. But, I mean, New Orleans is going to want a couple players back. They're not just going to give up Anthony Davis and take in draft picks. They're going to want some young players that they can hopefully build around. So, we'll see, man. Like, there's a lot that's going to go down. There's a lot that could go down from now until Thursday. Can the Lakers get a 3rd team involved? Who knows? So we'll see what happens, and then we'll go from there. I'll make another video after the trade deadline to see, when the smoke clears, see where we're at from there. See who's still on the team. Was there any other potential trades that we made? We'll see, So until then, I would like to hear all y'all, everybody who's listening, your thoughts, your comments. Should the Lakers keep this player? Who should we give up? Should we say screw it, send the entire young core? Let us know what you think. Once again, this has been Reason. Turn up the AC hot takes. And until next time, go ahead and comment, hate, debate, whatever you want to do. We appreciate it all. Once again, Laker Nation, I am Reason, and we are out.